everyone, especially to you, Ma'am Pinky. Good afternoon. So, we will be discussing today about the netiquette and the computer ethics together with my group. So, before we proceed to the lesson 1, lesson 2, and lesson 3, let me discuss to you, let me explain to you further what is the definition of what is all about the netiquette and the computer ethics, especially today. Okay, so the netiquette and the computer ethics, this topic focuses on how people should behave responsibly online, and how to use computer in moral, safe, respectful ways, that, and it teaches proper online behavior, awareness of cybercrimes, and also it teaches the threats we face when using the internet. So the goal in this report, especially to the students, especially to everyone, is to help users become responsible netizens who respects others and protect themselves in the digital world. So that's the netiquette and the computer ethics all about. So now let's proceed to the lesson 1, which is the netiquette. Netiquette means internet etiquette, the proper way of behaving online. Also, it includes the rules, manners, and polite behavior we must follow when using social media, messages, apps, and other social media online platforms. Other than that, we must follow, or we must think the some of the key ideas about netiquette. One is that think before you post. That's the most important. Think before you post, think before you comment. Secondly, be respectful in comments and messages. That's number 2. Number 3, avoid cyberbullying or spreading hate. Number 4, protect the personal informations. That's the most important thing. Protect your informations, your privacy. The last one, follow rules of courtesy, just like in real life. In other words, practicing netiquette creates a safe and positive and respectful online community. That's the netiquette all about.
So why does netiquette matter? Netiquette is important because it fosters respectful and clear online communication, which prevents misunderstanding and strengthens digital relationship. So these are the importance of netiquette. Create a safe and positive online environment. So kapag maayos at magalang tayo makipag-communicate online, nagiging safe at welcoming space para sa lahat. Hindi toxic or hindi hostile, at mas encouraging for people to share ideas. Next, we have reduce cyberbullying and conflicts, which says good netiquette help prevent away misunderstanding and cyberbullying. Kasi sometimes simple tone issue or wrong choice of words lang ang nagkakaroon ng conflict. Next, we have build trust in online communities. Kapag consistent kang magalang, respectful, at transparent, important lalo na sa teamwork, online classes, or professional collaboration. Next, we have protects from embarrassment or danger. So good netiquette teach us to think before we post. So hindi lahat ng bagay dapat sinasabi or sinishare through online. Lalo na sa mga personal info natin, this help avoid embarrassment, scam, or safety risks.
So now let's move on to lesson 2, which is the cybercrime. So what is cybercrime? Cybercrime is a illegal activities that harm people or system. So the example of cybercrime is hacking, phishing, online scams, identity theft, and cyberbullying. So yung hacking is very known na talaga to anyone, especially yung mga people na may mga socials. So hacking is breaking into accounts or system. So hacking is yung for example sa Facebook, may nagnakaw ng account mo na hindi mo alam, and hindi mo din alam kung paano nila nakuha yung account mo. So that's an example of hacking. So next we have phishing. Phishing is a fake emails or links asking for password. So meron yung mga fake links na pumapasok sa phone natin or nagaano sa phone natin, nagdo-notif sa phone natin. And some of the people nowadays, especially yung mga parents natin, is wala talaga masyadong alam sa mga nangyayari, sa mga ganong hacking or mga scam. So minsan pinipindot nila yon and nilalagay nila yung mga details ng mga accounts nila. So parang doon na pumapasok yung hacking, something ganon. And then next we have online scams. So online scam is fake prizes, jobs, or investments. Like merong nagte-text sa'yo, or same sa phishing, may nagsasend ng link sa account ay sa cellphone mo. So yung ibang tao is parang naniniwala doon since interesado sila na makakuha ng ganong prize or makakuha ng ganong job or investment. So meron talagang tao na pinipindot yung mga ganon. So hindi talaga maiwasan na ma-hack sila. So parang yes, yung parang yung dalawang yun is like same lang sila, under pa rin sila sa hacking. So next we have the identity theft. So identity theft is using someone's info illegally. So same sa gumagawa ng mga fake accounts. So ginagamit, for example sa mga artista, is madami talaga nangyayari na ganun sa kanila. So ginagamit yung pictures nila, yung ibang information about sa buhay nila, like name, yung mga basta same, parang gumagawa sila ng fake account and then using your identity. So that is identity theft. So the last one, cyberbullying. So ito talaga, madami talagang nangyayari to sa mga generation ngayon. So kung saan lang to nangyayari, kung ano-anong platform lang to nangyayari dahil sa mga generation ngayon. Cyberbullying is harassing someone online. So for example, yung mga may nagpo-post and then nagbabash yung mga iba, nagko-comment ng mga negative thoughts. So that is cyberbullying. So that's all under the lesson 2, which is cybercrimes. Why cybercrime happen? Cybercrime is caused by a combination of factors including financial gain, political or personal in motivation, and weaknesses in technology and online behaviors. So criminals want money, data, or control. Most cybercrime is financially motivated. Criminals can profit by stealing money, directly stealing stolen data on a dark web, or extorting victims for ransom. So many attacks rely on manipulating users rather than technical. A lack of security awareness leads people to fall victim to social engineering tactics like clicking malicious link, or using password.
Hi everyone. So today I will going to discuss or tackle about the lesson 3, which is the internet threats in my reports. So um, internet threats means that could cost you, harm you, or um, post you or in any social media platform. So which is means that internet threats is malicious acts that use the internet to cause you like harm, such as stealing data and disrupting system or gaining unauthorized access. So means to expose people and computer system to harm online. Like what I said earlier, threats or internet threats that could cost you or harm you in any social media platforms, or not just the social media platforms. There are a lots of threats that could cost you. Okay, just like Gmails or other others platforms. So like what I said, threats means the declarations of an intentions or determinations to conflict harm on another. Yes, to conflict harm on another. So, okay, so here are the common internet threats that could, like for example, viruses, corrupt files, malware, which is damage or steal data, ransomware, like lock, I mean, ransomware is lock files, demands payments, spyware, which is the secretly monitors activity, spam, which is spam, unwanted emails in dangerous links. So all of that are internet threats. So common internet threats. That are the common internet threats. The viruses, of course, um, that are the number one viruses threats in internet, like corrupt files. Of course, the malware, damage or stealing data. They could cause to you, yes, damage or stealing data that hindi naman nagaling sa'yo, di ba? Kumbaga pinaghirapan mo yung ginawa mo, pero ninanakawan ka na lang ng iba na without knowing. That common internet threats. So ransomware, 'di ba? Lock files, like the demand payments. Ano ba yung mga demand payments? Like mga online payments, just like that. And yes, demand payments like online scammers, like kumbaga kunwari may tumatawag sa iyo ganto ganyan na may nanalo ka ganto ganyan. Yan yung mga demand payments. Okay? Like mga online scammers or calling scammers na uy, kailangan mo magpa-load ng ganito ganyan para makakuha ka ng much better pa sa niload mo, ganto ganyan, which is yan yung demand payments. Spyware, which is the secretly monitors activity. Kumbaga, secretly monitored you. Syempre, of course, nangyari na yan sa real life. The secretly, ano ba yan siya, monitors activity, which is your Facebook. Syempre, sa Facebook, kung may mga files, may mga links ka na napipindot, so that could cost you harm, secretly, kumbaga, secretly monitored niya siya sa'yo. Like, kasi na-experience ko na yan before nung pandemic. Kasi sa pandemic, there are a lots of scammers, mga viruses, files, or links, etc. So, na-experience ko na yan siya, which is my Facebook got hacked. So, na-hack yung Facebook ko due to the links that or mentioned you. May nag-mention sa'yo, like, ganto ganyan na i-click mo yan ng Facebook, i-click mo yan ng Facebook link, ganyan. So, I also click it without knowing na yun na pala, na-hack na pala yung Facebook ko kasi yun nga, secretly monitored activity. So, sa spam. Sa spam, meron siya sa Gmail. Sa Gmail, of course, meron siya sa Gmail. Sa Gmail, spam, which is the unwanted emails. Yun nga, unwanted emails with dangerous links. Kumbaga, pag-visit mo ng sa spam messages, meron yun mga unread messages. Dun mo makikita lahat yon. So, if there are links or files that they're going to send you, that could cost you a dangerous dangerous links. So, kumbaga, dangered siya pagka-file or pwede siyang magiging virus. So, delikado yung mga privacies mo andun sa mga Gmails mo, di ba? Examples of internet threats. Examples of internet threats. Situations. Sa real life, there are threat examples. There are clicking unknown links can install malware. Clicking unknown links, di ba? Yun na nga, sabi ko sa'yo, like, pag may naga-mention sa'yo or may naga-send sa'yo na sa through messages or SMS, links, or, links. Especially sa links, yung online gamblings, which is, pag na-click mo daw yun, meron ka daw at 2K bonus, which is, delikado yun siya, dangerous yun siya. Huwag mo yun siya, never ever click the links or no matter what that could cost you to steal your privacy, never ever click that link, okay? So, downloading free movies or crack apps may bring viruses. Actually, na-experience ko na din yan siya. Downloading free movies. Kasi sa mga ads like, kumbaga, naengganyo kanila, which is, sa advertisement, through advertisement. Example, nanonood ka na lang ng mga videos sa Facebook, then, or sa Reels, then, syempre, maglalabas yung ads. May mga Chinese na keme-keme, na, kumbaga, palalabas niya, uy, free movies yun, to ganyan. So, kumbaga ikaw, maengganyo ka, kasi, syempre, free movies yun libre yun, di ba? So, maengganyo ka, so, na-try ko na yun siya. But, yes, it could bring you viruses. Will leak to you or no matter what. So, don't click that way, okay? Public Wi-Fi may expose password. So, syempre sa public, most commonly, some of governments or hindi man sa governments or other places na may public Wi-Fi, which is delikado din yon. Pero hindi naman, not all public Wi-Fi are dangerous. Pero somehow, delikado siya kasi nagalik din siya ng passwords, any kind of passwords na makaka-apekto sa mo, 'di ba? Sa like sa phone or whatsoever. Okay, sa opening attachments from strangers can harm your device. So opening attachments like sending any attachments from the different people or strangers na could cost you viruses din. Like kumbaga like for example, may magsisend sa'yo ng mga any files through Gmails or whatsoever, mga attachments na, kumbaga, kumbinsido ka ba nila ba? Diyan yung way nila to harm your devices, like sa mga cellphones, PCs, or computers. So, on my advice as a student, never ever click that link that could cost you or harm you, especially internet threats or social media platforms. Never ever shared your privacy to that person na knowing each other, just stuff like that. And yes, never ever shared everything that you have because that could cost you an internet threats. Or maybe ipopost ka nila through online platforms like ganito pala yung mga privacies mo, ganito pala yung mga ganito mo. So never ever share your blessings to people na hindi mo pa masyado kilala. Okay? That's all, and yan yung lesson 3, internet threats. So, I hope you guys understand of what I'm saying, of what I'm talking about. Okay, so that's all. And again, advice ko lang sa inyo, never ever share your blessings. Like, hindi blessings yung blessings means your private life, your privacy, to the people na randomly people na could cost you internet threats. Okay, so never ever share or never ever click the link. Never ever go to spam messages that could cause the viruses or to leak the informations that you have in Gmails or whatsoever. Okay, so never ever click that links or never ever share your privacy or your privacy life to that random people. Protect your privacy, protect your kung ano man ang nagko-cost you sa internet threats, protect yourself. Yun na lang. Okay, so I hope you guys understand what is my topic all about. That's it, and bye bye.